I've got MobileMapper today installed on my GPS. Now I'd like to install the MobileMapper application. That's the application that we're going to collect data with. To do that, I've got my serial numbers here. You need to make sure you've got your serial numbers before you start this. If you don't have the original sheet that came with your GPS receiver, there's a chance that they'll be written on the stickers behind the battery door. Now I'm going to go to the place where I downloaded the mobile mapping program. The current version is Mobile Mapping 2.0. I'm going to take the zip file that I downloaded off of the FTP site, and I'm going to extract that file. This is a 262 megabyte zip file, so it'll take just a second to download and extract. Great, the extraction's done. I'm going to go to the Mobile Mapping version 2.0 CD folder. I'm going to double click on the setup.exe file. And I want to install Mobile Mapping 2.0 in English. Click on Next, take the defaults. And the program will automatically download the mobile mapping application onto my GPS receiver. Almost finished. There we go. Over on my GPS receiver it says installing Magellan Mobile Mapping.cab. I'll let that proceed. This is a good time to install the MobileMapper 6 Office program. You should install the Office program if you purchase post-processing for mobile mapping. Now I did purchase it, so I'm going to click on Install MobileMapper 6 Office 1.0. Ask me if I want to install some C++ runtime libraries. I'll say yes. Let's come over and see how our installation on our device is doing. Great. Now, let's start the mobile mapping application. The installation tool installs the mobile mapping application up here. I'm also going to add it to my Mobile Mapper today. I'll do that by clicking on Program Shortcuts. And then I'll put a check mark next to mobile mapping. Click on OK. I've got a little world mobile mapping icon down here on the screen now. Let's start mobile mapping. And the program asks me for the unlock key. I've got my unlock key right here. It is click on OK in the upper corner, and now my mobile mapping application is authorized. I'm going to go to the menu item and go to Options, and I'm just going to go through the screens here on the bottom one at a time. Now I'm telling it to average a position, and instead of 10 seconds, click on the keyboard, I'm going to change it to a 15-second average for points. And then when I'm logging a line or an area, I can choose to automatically log a point every 5 seconds or every time I move 5 meters. I'm going to leave it set to logging data by time, but I'm going to log it every 2 seconds. If I check the log with offset checkbox here, MobileMapper will prompt me every time I store a point to enter in a bearing and a distance from where I'm standing to the point that I want to log. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to leave that set. Now we can choose the distance units. I'm going to use kilometers, meters, and square meters for my area. When I go to DGPS, I'm going to enable SBAS. If you're in the United States or Canada or some area that's serviced by WAS or SBAS, digital corrections for GPS, you want to leave that checked. If you're in South America or someplace where there is no DGPS service available through SBAS, you'll want to uncheck that because SBAS will actually make your GPS receiver less accurate. I'm going to go to raw data, and I'm going to check the box that says record raw data for post-processing. I'm going to tell the receiver to store the data on a storage card. I'll go to view. I can choose whether to have the north up on my map on the GPS receiver or my course up. I prefer north up, so I'm going to leave that selected. I'm not going to mess with the key e-compass because it doesn't work, and I'm also not going to mess with the external device. When I click on OK, the receiver is going to ask me for the activation key for mobile mapping post-processing. Luckily, I've got my serial number page here with me so that I know that it's click on the OK. Now my receiver is configured to store data. In a later chapter, I'll show you how to use mobile mapping to record data in the field. In the next chapter, we're going to install ArcPad and ArcPad post-processing.